Okay, so you saw our email blast. You got a 556 honey badger upper for your current 300 blackout honey beaver. But you don't know how to swap it. You think you can just plop it on there, but you can't. So I'm going to show you how to swip swap your glip glop or whatever. I don't know. Firstly, to start, you want to make sure your gun's clear. You don't want to blow your hands off or whatever. You're going to need a 1/2 inch socket and a torque wrench, ideally. Probably some blue Loctite. I don't have that here just for the sake of the video, but at home you should use blue Loctite. You want to take off your 300 blackout honey badger upper, whole thing. Charging handle, bolt carrier, group, recoil spring, everything. Take it off, you don't need it. Next, you want to come to the ass end of your honey badger, and there's a hex nut at the back. That is your recoil guide. I've already started mine to take it off, but you're going to want to take it off. In doing so, there's going to be a little spring in here. It holds the detent for your takedown pin. Hold on to your stock, because if you drop that spring out, you're going to have to go find it. The detent's probably going to fall out. You're going to have a bad day. You're going to say a lot of bad words. So take this guy out. With that recoil guide will come this cup. You want to save that. And inside the cup, there's a little washer. Sometimes there's 2 washers, sometimes there's 1 washer. Whatever came out of the gun, keep it. This recoil guide, you don't need anymore. Send that elsewhere. Save it if you want, but you don't need it right now. So, to replace that recoil guide, you have this little guy. This is your new recoil guide. He's more like a recoil nipple or a recoil chode or something. There's a hole in the middle of it. That's supposed to be there, it's for venting. Much like this, we'll get to this later, but there's a hole in this, it's for venting. So you will take your little nipple guy and your cup. Put your cup on your nipple guy. That washer or 2 washers from before that we talked about, put that on your nipple guy. You got a little jingle bell. So while holding on to this guy, your stock, there's a lot of guys involved in this. You're going to find the hole at the back end of your receiver extension. Put it in the hole. Now you want to tighten this down. You can start with your fingers. So while you are doing this, remember that spring with the detent. You want to make sure your takedown pin is still good. There's a detent in there. That spring's not all bound up in here. There's a little pocket for the spring, so it should stay indexed in there, but just keeping that constant pressure is going to help you. So tighten this down with your fingers as much as you humanly can. Torque wrench. Set it to 20 foot-pounds. However many Newton meters that is, I don't care. I live in the US and A. 20 foot-pounds. Again, for the sake of the video, we don't have blue Loctite right here, just because we're taking it apart, putting it back on. But at home, use your blue Loctite. 20 foot-pounds. Get it going. Make sure it's ready to tighten. Just put it on that little hex nut. Tighten her down until you hear the click. Oh, there it is. Woo! All right, so your lower, ideally, is back together right there. This guy right here, whoa, what is that? It's like a little disc with another nipple on it and a chamfer. So this also has an O-ring on it. You want to make sure that O-ring is there. If you do not have an O-ring, look harder. If you looked harder and you can't find the O-ring, email us because you need that. Okay, so go nipple first toward that little other nipple. Nipple to nipple contact is what you want. You slide that in. Get it in there as far as you can. You'll kind of feel it seat, but it's not seated all the way. So the easiest way to do that is to take your 556 bolt carrier group, slide it in there, seat it in there. Give it a little love tap. Your upper already came assembled, but if you don't know how to do that, we'll show you. Take your spring, put it on here. Whoa, easy. Take your upper, this guy, charging handle, put it in his little home, slide him in a little bit. All right, take your little, your bolt carrier group guy, gas key down, slide him in there. Woo, good to go. You're good to go with this guy. Now you want to slap it to your lower. This is significantly easier than the 300 blackout upper to lower fitment. I may not seem it, but it is. I usually take it off of the block and just kind of put it together. There it is. It works. You did it. You and me, we did it together. Who'd have thought? Not me.